According to Nigerian dailies, more than 600,000 people were killed in 1 year as a result of insecurity. 2.2 million adopted, but that is a far cry compared to the real statistics, because there are several events that was not captured. Now, let's just, for instance, 2.2 trillion spent in ransom in 1 year. What exactly is happening in this country?
I think that's a failure of the government in power. It's a failure of government. Bola Tinubu, who has failed, who doesn't know how to cover the country. I think if you check the statistics, is that you find out that they did not even capture half of it. And for me, not even only that, Nigeria is lawlessness under his watch. All he knows is just to pursue money, collected tax, another thing. People are hungry, insecurity have increased, things are very expensive. So what do you expect the people to do? There's more kidnapping. Not all the result they gave to you is the truth. And I believe it's more than that, what I'm saying. So there is a lot of things that government can do, but this particular government, in fact, APC has failed Nigeria. During Buhari time, the same thing. A lot of Nigeria were key. A lot of Nigeria was kidnapped, insecurity. And this Matthew again, Bola Tinubu, under his watch, insecurity, killing, abducting, things are wrong under his watch.
Can we say that things are getting better or more worse?
Getting worse every day. Incompetent president. I think he need to go and resign, and we don't need him because I wonder why Ghana president-elect is coming to do with Nigeria. What is he going to learn? He should be very careful. I'm telling you the truth. What is he coming to learn in Nigeria? Because there's a lot of poverty and insecurity and all that. What is he coming to learn from here? I think for me, we are so disappointed for Bola Tinubu because we feel that by coming in that Nigeria is going to have breeze, going to be breathed. Instead of that, Nigeria is not breathing under his watch. So my brother, I'm not happy with him.
Honestly, you can't be more disappointed than your brother from Uromi, Edo State, that was kidnapped for 6 days by the Fulani kidnappers and eventually dumped in Ore after 6 days. Why is Edo becoming unsafe? I thought about people has the heart. Why are they running? Now he's in Lagos. You heard the story.
Are you not imagine? Thank God we're here together when the guy said it. He said it's from Uromi. I'm from Uromi. I was shocked. He said was kidnapped in Uromi and was brought to Djibouti after 6 days. But where now? I want to give example now. All the way from Uromi to this place, if you check how many checking points on the road, you find out that it's much more than almost 100 checking points before you can get to uh, this part of southwest, like Ijebu-Ode, imagine. So even not only that one in Uniben now, my daughter cannot come home now because there is a fight between community to the community very close to my daughter university. They are being locked up inside the house, but you have government. So my daughter can't come home now to come to Lagos now because of insecurity. So for me, the man is not telling lies. It's true. You know how many people they must have abducted that we didn't know, the government didn't know. If they can abduct that guy all the way from Muromi and brought to Djibouti without notice of security, that means many Nigerians must have come. This government, I believe, want to reduce the population of this country. So we are not happy. So the government should just pack his load and go out of it. 2027, they have not even finished 2 years. They are calling 2027. Then they want all Nigeria to die before they know they can do something. So the man is not, Bola Tinubu is incompetent. He just pack his load and leave. He's too old to rule this country.
If all these things happen in 1 year, which I believe strongly that people do not agree with such a statistic because it's far below what may have transpired. Now, what do you think will happen in 2 years? Because the more decadence, the more poverty stricken, the more the people tends to uh, corruption and criminality.
I think the best thing is Nigeria to resist and tell it that we enough is enough. We can't continue this suffering. Nigeria's suffering things are very expensive. Nothing. Are you talking about houses? Many things. You see, we are just be, we just enter one chance. I don't understand me. One chance. I'm telling you the truth. It's like Nigeria didn't realize, and Nigeria is a mumu country whereby they always want to test it to see how whether it will be good or bad. At the end, they enter it and find out that there's nowhere to write about. But what I'm saying, under Tinubu, everything has collapsed under his watch. For Nigeria to wait till 2027, I don't think we are tired of this fair promise for him. All the thing promise, all the policy, all zero. So for me, I don't think we can be able to wait till 2027.
Now, if 2.3 trillion could be paid as ransom, it means that the business of kidnapping would be very juicy, attractive, and as they can consider it as the fastest way of making money. Can you imagine such amount of money being paid as ransom? That will encourage the kidnappers and others to join.
You see, there's nothing wrong paying the kidnapper because nobody want to lose all his family. Nobody want to lose any soul. And the only thing is that it's left for government to put the mechanism, increase the security for the crime not to commit. If they kidnap your family, you would like to borrow money or collect loan to make sure you rescue them alive. Sort of.
How long will this cycle continue?
I, I don't think you have a capable president that can be able to stop that because what I'm saying now is business as usual. So for me, I think all Nigerians need to rise up against this insecurity against the president because the man is not doing anything. If Nigeria rise up and say enough is enough, you can't be a president and this kind of things happening. So I think he should wake up for him and the government. They are just sharing money, sharing money. Look at his wife going around to all these elderly people, sharing money to them. Is that the solution? Sharing money to army officers, 250 people share 50 million. Is that how to run government? It's rubbish.